Okay, folks, here we are, Championship Sunday. The last step before the big game trip to New Orleans. The conference championship games are today. The NFC game is first, with the San Francisco 49ers headed to the Georgia Dome to play the Atlanta Falcons. This is the Falcons' first time ever hosting the conference championship game. They went in 98 and in 2004, winning in their first trip and losing their second one. This is the first time they're going to be actually hosting the game, and they got the proverbial playoff monkey off their back. At least Mike Smith and Matt Ryan did, with their come from behind win over the Seattle Seahawks after they raced out to a big lead, lost it, but subsequently managed to escape with the win with a last-second field goal. Matt Ryan is an astute he's an astute passer. He hasn't had a lot of playoff success as of late, this year being a notable exception, but he has played rather well. And Michael Turner, is running back, has been kind of a forgotten element in the Falcons offense, but he played very well in the game against the Seattle Seahawks. The wide receiving core is probably one of the top notch in the conference, if not the league. Julio Jones and Roddy White are a solid complement, and the ageless veteran Tony Gonzalez, who got his first ever playoff win last week, and after 16 years in the NFL, is still a great complement to the wide receiving core and makes the Falcons offense potent. On the defensive side, the Falcons defense has a tendency to give up more yards than they should. They are kind of a bend but don't break. Their defensive coordinator, Mike Nolan, used to be the 49ers head coach from 2005 2008. He was the coach that was always in a suit and tie on the sidelines. But his defensive strategies have worked very well, and the Falcons give up a lot of yards per play. They're 29th in the league in yards per scrimmage play, but they don't give up a lot of points. They can be a bit flexible, but I still think they have trouble with running quarterbacks. And looking at the 49ers, Colin Kaepernick is the dynamic type of quarterback that has taken the 49ers from a good, decent offense to a multifaceted, dynamic offense that is hard to prepare for, hard to plan for. Kaepernick had over 180 yards rushing against the Packers in the divisional round, and better than 250 yards passing. That's a hard combination to deal with. He's mobile outside the pocket, throws well on the run, can make good decisions, and he's only a second-year player. He plays like a grizzled veteran. The 49ers have responded to his play and have played well over the back half of the season, and in the divisional playoff game against the Packers, seem to be in control pretty much from the outset. The pick six early was something that they took kind of like a punch in the mouth, but they shrugged it off and were able to roll back into the game, take the lead late through the second quarter, and really just impose their will on the Niners. Defensively, the Niners are a tough unit. Patrick Willis is the heart of that. The Smith boys are cogs in a defense that gives up few yards. They don't give up a lot of points. I mean, yeah, they give up 31 to the Pack, but this is a team that is not going to be pushed around. Now, looking at the both teams at home, Atlanta is 7-1 and are very, very tough at home, but they struggle with running quarterbacks. struggled with Cam Newton in both their meetings with the Panthers. They needed a last-second field goal to beat the Panthers. Panthers had them beat in Atlanta, and they went to Carolina and struggled and lost. Mobile quarterbacks give the Falcons defense trouble, and I think with a mobile quarterback such as Colin Kaepernick, I think the Niners can control the offense. And defensively, the 49ers will be able to make life hard on Matt Ryan, who doesn't play good when he's hit a lot. My pick, I think the Niners take the win. It's gonna be closer than say that 5-point spread has, but I think it's gonna be something like 31-27. The Niners will advance to their first Super Bowl in close to 20 years. Nightcap of the championship weekend doubleheader is the Baltimore Ravens heading to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots. This is a rematch of the AFC title game from last year, which the Patriots won after a last-second field goal by the Ravens went wide left. The Patriots are a team that year after year, they're just very consistent. In the Brady Belichick era, they missed the playoffs twice. One was the year Brady tore up his knee, and another one was the year after they won their first Super Bowl. But this is a team that's playoff tested, battle tested. They have been in the big games. So games like this are more or less like another day in the office, which the same could be said about the Baltimore Ravens, who have made the playoffs each of the last 5 years. Joe Flacco showed a lot of people something with his stellar play in the divisional round against the Broncos, bringing the Ravens back 5 times after the Broncos took the lead after various passing and special teams touchdowns. But there is still something that I just can't put my finger on that lacks with Joe Flacco. I'm not sure what it is about his game. I'm not sure what it is about. I mean, he has confidence in spades. He throws a beautiful deep ball and has the intangibles that make him a good quarterback. Why I can't put him in the same league as Tom Brady is one simple reason. He can't win the biggest games. He's won playoff games. He's won playoff games every year he's been in the league. He's been in the league 5 years. The Ravens have made the playoffs 5 times, and he's won at least one game in each year. But it's the big games, the championship games, the put up or shut up games, the doors to the Super Bowl that he cannot quite kick in. And I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. He has a great running back at his disposal in Ray Rice, solid receivers in Anquan Bolden, Jacoby Jones, and the defense, while getting very long in the tooth with Ray Lewis, on the brink of retirement, but still playing dynamic. The Ravens defense is not the formidable one that it used to be. And I think they can be pushed. They give up 35 points to the Broncos. 35 points. And had it not been for a defensive lapse, they would have lost that game. Think about that. It wasn't so much that, the Ravens offense were putting up stellar numbers, which they were. But when it came down to it, they were still a touchdown down before Flacco made that 70-yard pass to Jacoby Jones. With Raheem Moore taking a bad angle on the ball, he knocks down that ball. He interferes with the receiver. The Broncos would probably be the ones winning that game, not the Ravens. So, looking at the Patriots, looking at the Ravens, the Patriots have Tom Brady, and maybe people say Tom Brady enough said, but he does have a good complement of receivers. The dependable Wes Welker, still hiding in the slot, catching passes. They won't have Rob Gronkowski, who broke his arm in the divisional win against the Texans, but they still have a solid core of complementary receivers, running backs. Shane Vereen has come on very nicely late in the season to spell Danny Woodhead, who has been up and down with injuries. That all said, I still say the Patriots are top to bottom the better team. And it's not going to be by much. I don't like that 10-point spread. Don't like it at all. I think the game's going to be close. But I think that the Patriots will again grind out a win and head to New Orleans for their second consecutive Super Bowl. I'll call it 28-20, which 8 points is still a big spread, but I still think that the Patriots will be able to eke out a win, though the Ravens will still have a shot to win late. But I still see the Patriots holding it. And there you have it. Okay, so since next week will be the Pro Bowl, which I have absolutely no interest in, there won't be a preview show on that, but we will preview the Super Bowl well before the big game in New Orleans. You can always catch this right here on YouTube. And if you have any questions or comments or ideas or what have you, you want to get on the mailing list. You don't want to get on the new mailing list. I have the new email address. So it'll be KJ@BlackBanditProductions.com. Get on the mailing list and I will send out the picks for the week. Of course, including Super Bowl week. And it gets off for 2013. But again, if you have any questions or comments, be right there. I'll see you in 2 weeks, not next week, 2 weeks, for the Super Bowl preview. Until next time.